Right guys, time for another RLR beer short. For this one we go to Sampo Kong, Kowloon here in Hong Kong. Another beer from the wonderful Deadman Brewery. This one is Frank on Sled, coming in at 6.5% ABV. Breaded honey orange zest sour, this one. So yeah, this is quite an interesting beer, I have to say. I've really enjoyed this. It pours this lovely kind of bright yellow golden straw colour, quite a big head on it when it poured, and a fair little bit of carbonation, so it does give you that little bit of a prickle. But I will say, ideal summer beer. So aroma wise, this one, a lot of kind of white bread and brown bread coming out of it. The honey isn't so obvious. The green component in this one, you get some nice floral notes, but quite grassy. The orange zest is pretty obvious in there, and of course you've got little bits of apricot and fresh green apple and things like that too, but quite a mild mannered aroma, I would say. It's a bit laid back. So yeah, when it comes to the flavour of the beer, fresh white bready bread crust in this one, a little bit of wood further forward and a wee bit of vanilla coming out of that. Lots of Jacob's cream cracker in there, layer of wholemeal brown bread, then a layer like fluffy fresh white bread in this one. A slightly more dense white bready character on top of that. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of wheat in this beer. It feels like it could be, but also in a way like it could not be. But yeah, in the centre of your palate you've got that little circle there, wee bit of honey at the core. And then, yeah, more of a McVitie's digestive biscuit character around the edge of that. On the back third of your palate, you start to get the yeasty notes out of this one. So at its core, the yeast is a little bit more like a dense brown bready character, a little bit more kind of grainy and woody in the next layer up. And then, yeah, it's kind of surrounded by fresh white bready notes. And there's just a little bit of an almost kind of peppery spice coming out of that too. In terms of the hoppy character then, back corners of the palate, there's a little bit of earthiness in there. As you move further forward, it's a little touch woody and herbal. I think maybe German noble hop in this one, Zafir or Mandarina Bavaria. But yeah, as you move further forward, some nice floral aromaticity, some grassy zestness around the front curve of the tongue. And yeah, that goes together really nicely. The fruity side of the beer, you can feel that the orange zest kind of sits underneath and then it comes to the fore again later on. But yeah, I'm getting sultana out of this one, dried apricot, maybe a little bit of pear, then yeah, quite a little bit of a lemony character out of this one, sultanas as well. So yeah, it's really nicely done this. The orange zest comes out into the aftertaste along with the wood and the slight spicy character that you expect of the Brettanomyces. Mouthfeel wise, I'd say overall it's mid-bodied. The carbonation's quite crisp in this one. Like I say, an ideal summer beer. IBUs are probably like 10 at the absolute most with this one. Malt base, bit drier underneath, smoother in the middle and slightly sweet on top. And then yeah, you've got a nice little bit of fruity character to it. Very interesting beer, this one. It's actually won a silver medal in one of the Asia Beer Challenges, and I can see why. This was Frank on Sled, a 6.5% Brett Honey Orange Sour from Deadman Brewery, Sampo Kong, Kowloon here in Hong Kong. Give it a go and see what you think. Cheers.